You don't know me without you've read a book by the name of The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. But that ain't no matter. That book was made up by Mr. Mark Twain, and he told the truth. Mainly. There was things which he stretched, but mainly he told the truth. That's nothing. I never seen anybody but lied one time or another. Now, the way that book winds up is this. My pap disappeared, and I was left alone. So the widow Douglas and her sister, Miss Watson, took me in and allowed they'd civilize me.
Take your hands away. What a mess you're always making.
But it's bad luck. You gotta toss...
Hush!
Huckleberry, would you say the blessing, please?
Lord, thank you for these here victuals. They's mostly real fine. Only maybe sometimes you could have the cook make things all mixed up in one pot, so's the juice can kind of swap around and the things go better. And while I'm asking, one time I got a fish line, but no hooks. I sure could use some hooks. The preacher says, he who asks gets. So I'm asking.
Enough of your blasphemy, boy. Leave the table.
I heard him. He said it.
The Reverend meant something else, Huckleberry. He meant you should ask for spiritual gifts, like courage or charity.
Well, how a dead blame nation is a body supposed to know that?
You're a fool, boy, and a sinner, whose right and just reward will be the fires of everlasting hell. Mark my words, boy.
Ma'am, you reckon you're headed for the other place, the good one, when you're done here?
Indeed I do.
Well, you can have it. I reckon the bad one'll do me just fine.
You may go to your room immediately without your dinner, and you may stay there and pray for salvation from your wicked, heathen state of damnation.
Nancy? Even heathens need their nourishment.
Thank you, ma'am.
Huckleberry, you mustn't take all my sister's words to heart. She's still not used to having a boy in the house. But she does mean the best for you.
I know she does. And I try to do right and be good.
I know. I think you're doing very well. I'm sure it's not easy for you, having no family and all.
Ma'am, do you think my pap is really dead?
Well, I don't know. The law says he's only missing.
I reckon that's it. He's too sly to be dead.
You miss your father, don't you?
No, ma'am. He was too handy with the hickory to be missed over much. I guess on days when Miss Watson keeps on pecking at me, I can't think of nothing cheerful.
You'll soon get used to each other. Anyway, I enjoy having you with us.
Thank you, ma'am.
It's been a long time since we've had anyone to think about but ourselves in this house. Don't forget to say your prayers.
I won't.
Good night, Huckleberry.
Good night. Do you mind if I take one more try at them fish hooks?
What are you up to, Huck? I saw you go running past my house like the devil was after you.
I just had to get away from that cussed, smothery house. Tom, I'm telling you, I can't handle no more civilizing. I've tried it, I give it my best, and it just don't work.
You'll soon learn it.
Well, it ain't for me. I ain't used to it. The widow's good to me and friendly, but I can't stand the ways of them people. Waking up every morning just the same time and washing so much and getting combed all to thunder. They won't let me sleep in a woodshed. I gotta wear blamed clothes that just smothers me, Tom. I ain't slid on a cellar door for, well, it appears to be years. I can't smoke or chaw or cuss, and eating by the bell and going to church and listening to Miss Watson carry on about hell and damnation. It's just worry and sweat and a wishing you was dead all the time. You want to smoke?
Think Joe Harper's warts will go away if he soaks them in spunk water?
No, dead cats is better.
I knew that.
What's this?
It's a jug. Maybe there's something inside we can sell to the Indians.
It's my pap's jug.
Probably been here for months.
But that ain't.
How do you know it's your pap's?
He always hammers across the nails in the left heel to scare off the devil.
Does he?
No.
You reckon he'll try to kill you?
I reckon I wish he would. More likely he'll try to apprentice me out to pay for his drinking. He catches me, I'll be powerful sorry. I better get back. Jim, you in there? Jim!
Yeah, wait a minute. What is it, Mars, huh?
I've seen something that's got me bothered.
Witches?
Worse. My pap's back.
Your luck is about as bad as a nigger's, boy.
Could you get out the hairball we found in the ox's stomach? I want to ask it the future.
I don't know. Sometimes the spirit of the hairball don't talk.
Don't hurt to ask.
All right. Let's ask the hairball then. It ain't talking.
Try again. Just ask it what Pap's fixing to do and how long he's planning on staying.
The hairball still ain't talking. You know, sometimes it won't talk without some money.
Here. I got this old counterfeit quarter. The brass is showing through, and it won't pass now. But if you stick it in a raw potato and leave it overnight, the brass won't show no more. And it won't feel greasy either. Then anybody'd take it. Let alone a hairball.
Let's try that then. Ah, yeah. Now, your pap, he don't know which way to go. Sometimes you want to go away, and then sometimes you want to stay. But the best thing for you to do is let it rest and let him have his own way. But now you're going to be all right. You're going to have considerable hurt in your life, but you're also going to have considerable joy. You're going to get sick sometime, but you're always going to get well again. Stay away from the water and don't run no risk, because it's in the bills. You're going to get hung. That probably won't be for a long time. That's all the hairball say.
Thanks, Jim.
Starchy clothes. Very. Think you're a good deal of a big bug now, don't you?
Hello, Pap. Where you been? We all thought you was dead.
Ah, my, but ain't you the sweet-scented dandy, though? A bed, bedclothes, and a looking-glass. Put on considerable many frills since I've been gone, ain't you?
No, sir.
Don't you give me none of your lip. I'll take you down a peg before I get done. I hear you been at that school, know how to read and write, that's so?
Yes, sir.
Who told you you might meddle with such highfalutin foolishness?
The widow, sir. She told me.
I'll learn her how to meddle. Teach my son to swell up and put on airs over his own father. You let me catch you fooling around at school again, you hear? Your mother couldn't read and she couldn't write another before she died. None of the family couldn't before they died. I can't. Next you know, you'll be getting religion. I never see such a son. Say, let me hear you read.
The canary is in the cage.
It's true, you can do it. Well, if that don't take the cat. How much money you got in them pockets?
I ain't got none.
Don't you lie to me, boy.
Don't beat me, Pap. Here. It's all I got.
I don't care, you just shell it out. All right, I'm a-going now to put on some liquor. But I'll be back for you, just you wait, fancy boy. I'll lay for you, my smarty. I'll get you around that school again, I'll tan you good.
Still fretting about what the hairball said last night?
I wish that was it. My Pap's come back. And spitting mad, too.
Hey, Huck, look at what Tom's got.
It's a beat-up old tin lamp.
It's a magic lamp.
A what?
Huck Finn, I swear, if I was as ignorant as you, I guess I'd just kill myself. Don't you know what a magic lamp is?
No, I don't. And I don't care neither. I've lived this long without knowing, and had my health, too. But as soon as you tell me, I'll know. And that's soon enough.
You rub a magic lamp, and then a genie comes tearing in with thunder and lightning or ripping around the smoke a-rolling, and the genie has to do whatever you say.
So rub the lamp, Tom.
You can't conjure a genie in broad daylight. It has to be dark as midnight in a graveyard under a forked branch of an oak tree that's been hit by lightning.
Y'all come on in now. Time to get started.
It's over here. The whole thing sounds like a stretcher to me.
Isn't? If you read a book called Arabian Nights, you wouldn't call me a liar.
Then I'd call this Arab book liar.
Huck Finn, why are you always the last one?
Huck Finn, what in tarnation's the matter with you? What are you expecting to find with all this looking about?
My Pap. He's come back.
From the dead?
He weren't never dead.
He weren't. So what's he want?
Wants me back from the widow. Wants to prentice me out. I reckon to pay for his drinking.
Come out of here, Widow Douglas. Come out right now. Get back there. Way now. Shoot. got no cause with any here but the widow. I just come to get my own. Send him out here, the little mongrel. I got a good mind to send him out here. I'd learn you all to meddle with Jim Finn, taking his only son. You ought to be ashamed. The shame of it all. Come out of here, Widow Douglas, and give me my Huck back. Better get out of my way, nigger. I hope you're prepared to die, because you're just about to get shot. Get my drift?
Come on, Jimmy Finn. Don't make no more trouble.
Hey, wait a minute. Ain't a man got any rights?
I'll go to law. That's what I'll do.
Huck is no concern of yours now.
I won't hear another word from you, sister. He's staying.
The state don't take lightly the separating of a child from his blood. There are ties that bind that not everyone can see in the most irregular of families. However, since you, Jimmy Finn, ain't been seen or heard of in these parts for more than a year, been drunk or in jail since coming back, and ain't never had a job within recollection, I hereby say that Huck stays with the widow until such time as you can show me good reason for him to be with you.
You call this a government? I ain't gonna stand for it. I got rights just like everybody else. What kind of government is it takes a man's son away from him, huh? I mean, for 2 cents, I'd leave this here country and never come back. Call this a government? Call this a government?
Huckleberry, don't scrunch up like that. Sit up straight.
The Reverend and I always enjoy lovely visits to your home.
Your choice of St. Matthew in this morning's sermon was so appropriate, Reverend Sprague.
Huckleberry, don't pull at your collar like that.
I was wondering if I could take off these fancies now.
We dress for Sundays in this house, and as long as you live here, you will do as well.
More lemonade, Mrs. Pratt. Nancy?
My heart exalts the Lord. My strength is exalted in the Lord. My mouth derides my enemies, because I rejoice in thy salvation. There is none holy like the Lord. There is none beside thee. There is no rock like our God. Talk no more so very proudly. So let no arrogance come from your mouth. For the Lord is a God of knowledge, and by him actions are weighed.
You, Tom. Think I might borrow that magic lamp of yours?
It ain't a stretcher no more.
Maybe it is. Maybe it ain't.
Remember, things got to be just right for it to work.
I remember.
Make a fool of your own flesh, will you? I've a mind to slap you to sleep. I ought to kill you now and have done. I told you to quit with that schooling, and I told you I'd come for you, too. And you hiding behind the widow's skirts. You ain't no son of mine, that's for sure. Come on, quit your whining, boy. I ain't begun yet. I ain't half begun. Now, come along now. Come on. Get up that hill. Get this here over. Come on, boy. Come on, boy, pull us up in that creek. Let's see if in all that soft life whilst I was gone done took your strength. nobody gonna find us here. Well, don't it suit you better than all them fancies?
I reckon. Pap, where you been?
Never you mind where I been. You just took up that far. Look here.
Where you going?
Trading. Caught your fish, Bob. Your refill. Say, Pete, I wish you'd lend me a chaw. I just this minute give Ben Thompson last chaw I had.
You give him a chaw, did you? So's your sister's cat's granny. You pay me back all the chaws you borrowed off of me, Jimmy Finn, then I'll loan you 1 or 2 ton of it.
Uh-huh.
Sheriff's looking for you. Your boy done run off. The widow claims you stole him away. Is that so?
You tell the widow for me I just took what's mine. That ain't stealing. I'd rather see Huck dead and brought up to her ways.
Morning to you, Will.
You dang fool, you done let the fire go out.
There weren't no more wood inside.
Don't you sass me. I'll learn you sass me, young whelp. Now, hear me? Huh? You got enough? You want another? You want another? That ought to do us just fine.
Jimmy Finn?
Quick, get inside. Quick, boy.
Hello, Huck.
State your business.
I come for Huck.
He ain't going nowhere.
The judge said that Huck's got to tell me that himself.
No, I ain't going back. I don't know how I ever stood it there at all. Here all a body's got to do is smoke and fish and hunt and cuss. No books, no praying, no all the time infernal washing and combing. I'd have to be attached to go back to that.
Are you sure, Huck? Well, I'll give the judge your message.
You do that. And while you're at it, you give him one for me. Next body comes poking around these parts, gonna float back to town.
Sister, that ungrateful boy wants to stay with his father. The deputy said Huck told him so himself. So I reckon he's gone for good at last.
Pardon me, ma'am. There's a man to see you, Miss Watson, at the kitchen door.
Afternoon, Mr. Bradish.
Afternoon, ma'am. You asked that I come by.
Yes, I did. Shall I show you the grounds?
That's a slave trader show.
Must be Jim he's looking to take. We show ain't worth nothing.
Call this a government. Well, just look at it and see what it's like. Here's the law standing ready to take a man's son away from him. A man's own son, which he has had all the trouble and all the anxiety and all the expense of raising. Yeah, then just as that man has got that son finally raised and ready to go to work and begin to do something for him and finally give him a rest, then the law up and goes for him. And they call that government. Well, I ain't never gonna vote again. Never. I tell you, ain't nobody gonna cheat Jim Penn of his rights. Nobody. Tell you that. Nobody.
Hap, you ain't gotta lock me in.
Huh?
Don't lock me in. It gets powerful bad in here. I ain't gonna run.
Oh, you won't, will you? Get over there. I'll show you. You want another? Huh? Huh? Take that one now. You won't go nowhere. Coffee, cornmeal, a side of bacon. And enough whiskey for 2 drunks and 1 delirium tremens. Not bad for half a tiny little buck like that, huh? And I borrowed this here chicken. Remember, boy, don't never pass up the chance to borrow a chicken. If and you can't use it, somebody else will. And a good deed, ain't never forget.
I never knowed you not to need it yourself.
I I just seen the damnedest thing I ever saw, Huck. It was there in Petersburg. It was what they called a free nigger. From Ohio, they said. A mulatto, most as white as any white man. And he had the whitest shirt on you ever see. And the shiniest hat. And there ain't a man in that town that's got as fine clothes what he had on. He had a gold watch and chain and a silver-headed cane. What do you think? Well, they said he was a professor in a college and could talk all kind of languages and knowed everything. And that ain't the worst. Well, they said he could even vote when he was at home. Well, that just about let me out, you know. Thinks I, what's this country a coming to? I says to the people, why ain't this here nigger put up at auction and sold? You know what they said? They said he couldn't be sold till he'd been in the state for 6 months. Well, ain't that the damnedest thing you ever heard? The marvels of the world! Oh. Oh, keep your knickers on, girls. Jimmy Finn's here. I'll be with you in a minute, as soon as I win some money off these fellers. Hope you brought lots of money, Shag. Is Teresa here? That's the same as last. Hello, Michelle, Teresa. Oh, you's new, ain't you? Doing here now. See you in a minute. So who's got all the money? Well, we'll soon fix that, won't we? That's it. Can't squeeze blood from a rock. Hey, now, wait a minute. What are you doing there?
Hey!
Sorry, inconvenience.
Don't come back again, or you'll find a slug waiting for you.
What's going on up there?
I threw Jimmy Finn out the window.
Oh.
Got a lot of nerve. Old turkey buzzer flying. Old turkey buzzers in the sky. Hey, Grover. Hey, Grover. Hey, Grover. I ain't got a ticket now. I have shoes neither. Oh, Grover. Oh, Grover. I didn't know. He didn't know. Left it home, left it home, left it home. Coming for me. No. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Hands off. Hands off the coat. Don't. 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 Don't go. Let go. Let go. No. No, let go. Oh. Oh. Leave a poor devil alone. Oh. Ah. You're it, ain't you? The angel of death come to take me away. Well, we'll see about that, won't we? The angel of death.
No, it's me, Huck! Huck, it's me, it's Huck!
Angel of death. Come here, Bob.
No! Huck! It's Huck! No!
I'm gonna rest a minute. Then I'll kill you. Get up. What you about? What you doing with that gun? Answer me, boy.
Somebody tried to get in last night. I was laying for him.
Why didn't you rouse me out?
I tried to, but I couldn't budge you.
Guess I was a dreaming. Well, don't just sit there palavering all day. Up will you see if there's fish on the lines. And fetch up them things from the skiff. Huh? Is you asleep or drowned, boy? What in damnation keeping you so long?
I fell into the river. Damn near landed back in Petersburg.
Next time a man comes prowling around here, you rouse me out, you hear? That man weren't here for no good. I just shot him deader than a stick. You sure you roused me out, you hear?
Yes, sir. I will. I'll roust you out.
man offered me $800, sister. Isn't that grand? Well, isn't it? That's a lot of money. And we really haven't any more use for Jim.
I don't take to it, sister. We've always told our slaves they'd never be sold downriver. You know that.
The man offered me $800.
Help! Murder! Bloody murder! What's he holding? Huck's been murdered! Help! Most terrible murder! Huck's been killed! Bloody murder! Don't just stand there and go get help! Get the sheriff! Come on!
Hurry up! Hurry up! I've never seen such a sight. Oh, you see. You see.
This better not be a vision, pal. Not at this hour.
My God, Huckleberry's been murdered. There's blood all over the cabin.
Jim?
Don't hurt me, Huck. Don't hurt me. Now, I ain't never done no harm to a ghost. I always liked dead people, and I always done everything I could for them. Now, I want you to get right back in that river where you belong and don't hurt old Jim, because you know I was always your friend.
I ain't a ghost, Jim.
You ain't?
No. Looky, do ghosts set trot lines?
I reckon not. But then how come all everybody talked about last night was you getting murdered up there in that cabin? Who was it that got killed if it wasn't you?
It weren't nobody. It was a stuffed pig. I done it to make it look like I was killed, so I could get shut of my pap and the widow and all those Jim, what are you doing here on this island?
Maybe I best not tell.
Why not?
I got my reasons. But if I was to tell you, you wouldn't tell on me, would you, Huck?
Blamed if I would, Jim.
Well, I believe you. I run off.
Jim!
Now, you said you wasn't gonna tell. You said you wouldn't.
I did. And I'll stick to it. People will call me low-down abolitionist and despise me for keeping mum. But that don't make no difference. I ain't a-gonna tell. And I ain't a-going back there anyways.
Looking for you, Huck. Trying to make your body rise.
I'm sharp now. Current sets in closest right here. Maybe he got washed ashore and tangled among them brush. I hope so, anyway.
I
reckon his old man Finn. Didn't I hear him say he wanted the boy dead?
No, Jimmy Finn ain't got the gumption to kill a body. Most likely it was that runaway buck.
Miss Watson's nigger? What for?
Despite Jimmy would spit on him, that's what. And he took off just in time.
Lord have mercy. Now I'm a runaway and a murderer, too. They're gonna string me up short if they catch me.
Well, I reckon that's the end of Huck Finn. Ain't nobody gonna look for me no more.